Good evening. This is the meeting of the Community Partnerships Committee. It's 5 o'clock, Wednesday, July 13th. To my left is Jeffrey Schilling. To my right is Todd Sievert, and I'm Wayne Roselle, Chairman. We are here today to provide a recommendation to Council regarding authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety to enter into an agreement with Can't Stop Running Company related to the Tour of the Donut, August 26th, 27th. Also authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety to enter into an agreement with Troy Main Street Incorporated related to the Donut Jam event, August 26th and 27th, as well as authorizing the notwithstanding ordinance for both events. And this is emergency legislation request so they can cover their liquor permit in time. Anything else?
So there are three related pieces of legislation that the council would see Monday night. So we have, as you mentioned, Can't Stop Running. They coordinate the actual Tour de Donut racing events, the bicycle racing events. And so I would need authorization to enter into an agreement with them. It's a two-day event, August 26th being the Friday, 27th being the Saturday the next day. Troy Main Street then would have an agreement with us regarding being able to sell temporarily sell alcohol on Friday and Saturday, having an enclosed beer garden. So basically they would, because this is a new thing, and the DORA is in effect, and nobody is asking to suspend the DORA, they would have a beer garden. It would be in the Northwest Quad, and they would basically be their own liquor establishment under the DORA rules and regulations. They are asking to be able to open their venue, if you will, an hour before DORA goes into effect, which would mean, and which will mean that for that first hour, they'll have to make sure that people don't walk out of their venue into the common area, and then of course at noon the DORA is in effect, so that people can walk around. They will be selling DORA drink cups just to keep it consistent, and so once high noon hits, then people can just carry the same cups out, but not be able to come back in. The rest of the event and the rest of the conditions are the same as they have been the last 4 years, 4 out of 5 years that they've run the event here in Troy. We will need a notwithstanding ordinance to incorporate particularly the liquor, but also to be able to close the streets, etc. And we are asking for emergency since it does occur August 26th, and to get the application for liquor permit to the state of Ohio. They require a 30 days in advance, so they have time to review the application.
Andrea, are you going to have enough people outside your entrance or exit to constantly remind them of the rules and to monitor them coming in back and forth?
Yeah, we'll have plenty of volunteers. We've had volunteers in the past. We've had to have 2 volunteers at every single entrance, and now we'll only have 1 entrance. And then another thing, just to clarify, I think you all probably know this because you've been to the event, but the reason we're asking for an hour earlier is because the riders, the cyclists, they finish up their race and they want to have a beer, and so it's really to help keep them downtown longer and for the rest of the activities that day. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know, having participated in the Tour de Donut several times.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people hanging around downtown waiting for the riders to come back.
Yeah.
And would it be any benefit to having an earlier opening on this to so that you could serve these people while they're waiting for their riders to get in? I mean,
Yeah, we, we were trying not to ask for too much, but they are ready. Like last year, we had a line ready to go.
right,
when-
so
when
would
we
10 o'clock be a
opened
better time?
it would be, if you all would allow
Would
that.
7:30 be better when they check in, or?
Well, yeah, that helps sometimes.
Because, yeah, I mean, we have people waiting around, I mean, even finishing the race
Okay.
and are ready to,
What-
it's,
If you have it earlier, the first race, I think, ends, what, 9:30?
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that. So,
I mean-
they do come in early.
Yeah,
earlier.
that's what I'm saying.
We-
The only concern, and it would be one for Troy Main Street, would be that they would just have to
Right.
self-police their entrance and make sure
For
for
2
that
hours.
extra
For
hour
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
that people aren't wandering
Yeah.
outside of their venue.
which we can absolutely do that. We have, we've got plenty of volunteers for the weekend, so.
I think I
So
wouldn't
is it-
have enough opposition to moving the time to 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
I don't really know enough about it, so I'll defer to Jeff and Andrea. I mean, if you think 10's what, I mean,
we ideally would like 10 o'clock, but we just thought, we didn't think we'd get,
The first race.
Get very far with
done
that.
at 9:30 due to mileage, correct? I mean,
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Because everybody,
They sta- yeah, they
because everybody,
stagger,
go-
right.
they all.
yeah,
go off,
right, at the
yes.
same, yeah,
They
yeah, at the
stagger,
same time.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
look, if they're gonna be in at 10 o'clock, it makes more logical sense to start at 10 o'clock. I don't really have a problem with that.
Yeah.
It's a good learning lesson. You get what you ask for, so.
Yeah.
If you asked for 11 was fine. If you are amending the ask to 10, I don't think this board sees any problem with that. We just need to
Okay.
make the record clear.
yeah,
And you need to make sure you get your people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is that a request?
sure, that's a request.
Okay, all
Yes.
Let's do that then.
So-
And if the committee is fine with that, that's how we write this up, so that we wouldn't have to deal with any kind of amendment.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So, and the rationale is because that's when the riders will be coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
So
And-
so it should be 10 o'clock.
Right,
And it's important that, because this will be the first time, and I assume this will be precedent setting,
yeah,
that you have the volunteers there.
Yeah.
Because as events come, I think we're going to see more and
Yeah.
more people want to have their own stand alone. At least,
right,
that's what I got out of the Strawberry
Yeah.
Festival Committee meeting, and that's what I'm hearing here. And,
yeah,
I think that it's important.
Yeah.
And we have your assurances that your organization
Yeah.
is taking that seriously, because if we
yeah,
violate the door rule,
yes,
then that-
absolutely.
and Main Street obviously has been.
We obviously don't want,
proponent for
we
that.
don't want to hurt the Dora in any way, so, yeah.
Okay.
I would have no
Absolutely.
problem going forward with all three of them, Mr. Rozell, with an
With the
amendment
amendment
to
to
10.
10 o'clock.
I think, I agree with Mr. Siebert. I think we can do that. And we need an emergency on that.
Emergency
Yeah.
forward with all three amended to 10 o'clock, emergency legislation.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, sir.
We're out of here.
Thank you.